Corey,
Yeah.
you see what I mean by one brain cell dog? He's like, didn't know what to do for 10 seconds. I was like, you have enough room! You know?
Mm-hmm. I just learned from your mom that your cats try eating the flowers when we're gone, and hence they were yakking over the place because they literally poison themselves.
Yeah, I know. I'm so stupid. Are you trying to kill yourself? Like...
So funny and so dumb. Just domesticated and just animals in general just do things where...
Like Cody, where I got stuck in a door.
Alright, was it Galatians we did last?
Yeah.
So Ephesians sound right.
Paul's letter to the Ephesians. The story of how Paul came to the city of Ephesus is really interesting. You can go read about it in Acts chapter 19. Ephesus was a huge city. It was the epicenter of worship for most of the Greek and Roman gods. And for over 2 years, Paul had a really effective missionary presence there, and lots of people became followers of Jesus. Years later, after being imprisoned by the Romans, Paul wrote this letter. The movement of thought in the letter divides into two really clear halves. In the first half, Paul is exploring the story of the gospel, how all history came to its climax in Jesus and in his creation of this multi-ethnic community of his followers. The second half of the letter is linked to the first by the word therefore. And here Paul explores how the gospel story should affect how we live every part of our life story, personally, in our neighborhoods and communities, and in our families. So let's dive in, and we can see how Paul develops all of this. Chapter 1 opens with a beautiful Jewish-style poem where Paul praises God the Father for the amazing things that he has done in Christ Jesus. From eternity past, the Father has purposed to choose and bless a covenant people. And think here, the family of Abraham and Genesis chapter 12, verses 1 through 3. And through Jesus now, anyone can be adopted into that family. Jesus' death covers our worst sins, our worst failures, and in Jesus we find God's grace. In fact, Paul says that grace has opened up a whole new way for us to understand every part of our lives. He says in chapter 1, verse 10, that God's purpose was to unify all things in heaven and on earth under Christ, which is a title that means Messiah. God's plan was always to have a huge family of restored human beings who are unified in Jesus the Messiah. This divine purpose became clear, Paul says, when we were first made into that family. And here he's referring to ethnic Jews in the family of Abraham. But then Paul talks about how you, and here he means non-Jews, you all heard about Jesus and the salvation through him. And you were also brought into this family by the work of the Holy Spirit. And so here he's referring to the events told in the stories of Acts about how God's Spirit brought together Jew and non-Jew into one family in Jesus. It's just like God promised to Abraham long ago. Notice also how in this poem, Paul begins by talking about God the Father, but then about Jesus the Son, and then here at the end about the Spirit. All three work together as Paul tells the story of the gospel. It's really cool. After the poem, Paul responds with a prayer. He prays that these followers of Jesus would not just know about, but personally experience the power of the gospel, that they would be energized by the same power that raised Jesus from the dead and placed him as the exalted head of the whole world. Now in chapter 2, Paul goes back and he elaborates on some key ideas from the poem in chapter 1, especially God's grace and this new multi-ethnic family of Jesus. He begins by retelling the story of how these non-Jewish Christians came to know Jesus. Before hearing about Jesus, they were physically alive, but they were spiritually dead. They were trapped in a purposeless life of selfishness and sin, and they were deceived by dark spiritual forces of evil. But amazingly, God, in his great love and mercy, he saved them, he forgave all of their sins, and he joined their lives to Jesus' resurrection life, and he's brought them back to life too. And so now, having been created as new human beings through Jesus, they have the joy of discovering all of the new calling and purposes and tasks that God has set before them. Not only have they been shown God's grace, they've also been invited into a new family. before hearing about Jesus, these non-Jewish people, they were not just cut off from God, they were cut off from his covenant people, the family of Abraham. And for a really practical reason. The commands of the Sinai covenant, they formed like a boundary line around the family. They were like a barrier that kept most non-Jewish people away. But in Jesus, the laws of the Torah have been fulfilled, and the barrier is removed. The two ethnic groups have become, as Paul puts it, a new, unified humanity that can live together in peace. So Paul goes on in chapter 3 to marvel at the unique role that he got to have in spreading this good news to non-Jewish people. And even though he's in prison, he's thanking God for the chance he's had to see this covenant family grow so huge. So Paul closes the first half of the letter with another prayer. This time, he prays that Jesus' followers would be strengthened by God's Spirit to simply grasp and comprehend the love that Christ has for his people. The second half of the letter begins with Paul shifting gears, and he starts challenging the reader to respond to the gospel story by how they live their own life story. So he starts in chapter 4 with just the everyday life of the church. The church is a big family with lots of different kinds of people, but he emphasizes that they are one. And one is a key word in this chapter. They are one body that's unified by one Spirit. They have one Lord with one faith. They have one baptism. They believe in one God. That's a lot of unity. However, Paul says unity is not the same thing as uniformity. He goes on to explore how Jesus' new family consists of lots of very, very different kinds of people, but they're all empowered by the one Holy Spirit, each using their unique talents and passions to serve and to love each other and to build up the church. And here he uses two really cool metaphors. One is building up the church as a new temple, and the second is that they are all becoming a new humanity with Jesus as the head. And this new humanity is a metaphor he's going to then run with for the next couple chapters. Paul challenges every Christian to take off their old humanity, like a set of old clothes, and to put on their new humanity, in which the image of God is being restored. And he then goes on into this long section where he compares this new and old humanity. So instead of lying, new humans speak truth. Instead of harboring anger, they peacefully resolve their conflicts. Instead of stealing, new humans are generous. Instead of gossiping, they encourage people with their words. Instead of getting revenge, new humans forgive. Instead of gratifying every sexual impulse, new humans cultivate self-control of their bodily desires. Instead of getting drunk, new humans come under the influence of God's Spirit. And he spells out what that influence looks like in 4 different ways. The first 2 have to do with singing together, but also singing alone. And this is really interesting that the first thing that Paul thinks of about how the Spirit works in the lives of Jesus' people is singing and music. The third sign of the Spirit's influence is being thankful for everything. And the fourth is that the Spirit will compel Jesus' followers to put themselves underneath others and to elevate others as more important than themselves. And Paul actually expands on this fourth point by showing how it works in Christian marriage. So you have a wife who follows Jesus. She is called to respect and to allow her husband to become responsible for her. And the husband is called to love his wife and to use his responsibility to lay down his selfish agenda and to prioritize his wife's well-being above his own. And Paul says it's this kind of marriage that's actually reenacting the gospel story. The husband's actions mimic Jesus in his love and his self-sacrifice. The wife's actions mimic the church, which allows Jesus to love her and to make her new. Paul then applies the same idea to children and parents as well as slaves and masters. Paul closes out the letter by reminding these Christians of the reality of spiritual evil. These are beings and forces that will try to undermine the unity of Jesus' people and to compromise their new humanity. And so Paul challenges them to stand firm and to put on this metaphorical set of body armor, which he describes in detail. And Paul has drawn all of these pieces of body armor from the book of Isaiah and how Isaiah depicted the Messianic king. And so now, as the Messiah's followers, we need to make the Messiah's attributes our own, since we make up Jesus' body. Practically, I think Paul means for Christians to begin to form habits, proactively using prayer and the scriptures and our relationships with each other to help us grow and mature as followers of Jesus. And that's the letter to the Ephesians. Very powerful. It's where Paul summarizes the whole gospel story and how it should reshape every part of our life story.
All right. What stood out to you, bro? Mm. Yeah. Well, it's also like his spiritual evil is going to do his best as he can to bring division among the believers of Christ. Yeah. Yeah, and it's like anything that's not making us putting on truth, peace, generosity, encouragement, self-control, gossip. So, and which then are the signs of singing together, singing alone, being thankful, elevating others. It's actually like these all reflect, especially like it all reflects our love for Christ and our neighbor. Which is interesting because he doesn't call us to follow kosher Sinai covenant. Like that's not sign of the Spirit. What's sign of the Spirit? Ancient Israelite. But here it says actually like these are the signs of the Spirit, which I find it fascinating. All right, my friend, we can start. It's how aggressive you're sitting on it. All right, I'll be back.
I'm gonna stop being useful as a chair. I'm just gonna.
Mm-hmm.
It's gotta be a piece of wood.
Darn you, ice. Ah. Okay, your mom said yes. Yura said. HR. Your mom said yes. You can force it. There we go. Okay. What? I don't know how that hit me, but okay, game. Oh man. Do it properly. Oh. Come on. Take it. You had to turn. No! Overcorrection. Tell myself I need to wait till after it shoots. I should have just waited. Ah. Get hit. Fired. Just switch to that mode, but whatever. No. How to add penguins. Oh, tried, but no health, eh? Oh, that one. Aha. Interesting. Okay, please come right where I got one more life. Just my normal shot is what I just need. Okay, it looks like it's time for cuts. Alright, it looks like normal shots is what I need. We've had fire. That we don't have. No! So close. Right, Luckman has the extra paint. I'll switch between Fireman and Iceman. Come on, Flame Boys. That could be a derogatory expression, so apologies. I can do better than this. Rain from the sky already. Thank you. Get some health up. Come on. Okay. Boost. Sweet health gold. There we go. Hop off. Oh my god. That's not a cheat that I gained them. Alright. 3 attempts. Oh, he was not affected at all by... Alright. He is hard. Almost What? Okay, so you rush him. Fire on the ground first. You can't stand still. Fire just erupts under you for some reason. Okay, wait for that fire to go. There we go. Oos. Try a luck, man. Oh, that's cool. There we go. Like silly use that hardcore. Oh, this one. All right. Charging feature is a little later. Oh. Oh, that creates platforms? Fascinating. Not too close. Huh. All right. Last one. But let's keep on doing this since we have the right one. Oh, they're gone. Wow. Running is certainly his weakness. Okay. Yeah.
I think this game is a reference to something.
You want me to see? That game is clearly Unreal Tournament. Especially when you pull out the shotgun. Go. It's clearly Unreal Tournament, like I told you. You just had a feeling like someone usually is not going to event this without some sort of other reference.
Yeah,
Oh, wait, what?
all games on Roblox are basically copyrighted.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Electrical. Do it normally. All right. All right. In 10 minutes. Oh. What's up, Metal Wolf? ZX? Definitely see I got someone who really likes Mega Man. Curious. That was nice. Nope. No! The ice and the overcorrecting. Ah! Too early. Someone's mowing the lawn outside. 1 second. Just barely missed that. It's like just those random times where they make it so for some reason it shoots in between its eyes and it hits you on the platform. Alright, Broheim. We're at time. Alright, yep, after ult, let's... Imagine playing with the most strongest. What the? Did I just break the game? What is this? Oh, it literally, I used a weapon and it completely like made some of the colors just disappear in the game. Oh man, my brain is completely enamored. Oh, not that one. All right. I don't even see the platform. Have you used your ult, bro? Have you used your ult, my friend? But you said after you use your ult, so let's call it. Are you using it? That's a very long ult. Ugh. It's been like weird. Furious. Still broken. Alright. The bro's ready to go, so I'm going to save and I'll be back for more glitched out Mega Man. I mean, it's literally the... Here, you want to see? Like, everything, all the background in this game is completely... Even, like, normal ground platforms are completely... Oh, and so, like, I'm so, like... It's a lot harder because I'm like, oh, so I can definitely tell that the final platform is over there. Oh, okay, this is a good place as ever to pause. Oh, sweet! I did it all in one life. Glitch and everything. Alright, now we're out. Yeah, I used a lightning weapon and just completely just plonked it.